Woo! Over the weekend, Joyless Reid got canceled. What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Joyless Reid got canceled over the weekend, and we are diving into it.
No fair. My body, my choice. Well, here's an alternative thought. Make your own dinner, Maga. Make your own sandwiches. Wipe your own tears. Troll amongst yourselves with Elon and leave us alone. You got your heart's desire, the president you dreamed of, and worship instead of Jesus. And this time, you didn't even have to storm the Capitol, smash the windows, or try to kill police officers or issue death threats to poll workers. See? You did it just by voting this time. Congrats. You got your way. And he even got away with breaking the law. Yay.
Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Joyless Reid had an absolute meltdown, apparently on Zoom, about her show being canceled. Talking about crying and tearing up.
Show had value, and that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I try not to cry on TV. And I think this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And then it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted, and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because my show had value, and that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I try not to cry on TV. And I think this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize.
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy. She was officially fired over the weekend because she's a racist, horrible news anchor with no ratings. And that's really been the truth for a long time. MSNBC's under new management, and I guess they decided to come to grips with reality.
They axed her.
The truth is, this is very sad news for us, as she's provided so much material over the years. I feel the way I felt when Brian Stelter got fired, but he came back, and you never know. I'm sure Joy Reid will wind up doing something where we will continue to get to respond to her absolutely insane POV.
I posted this on X. It says, Joy Reid found another gig. That was quick. Here we go.
Our innate
MSDNC intensifies as the network axes show hosts by 3 more lefty anchors in wake of Joy Reid's ouster, sources. MSDNC new president continued to shake up the embattled network on Monday, canceling shows hosted by left-wing anchors Amaya, Katie, and John, the Post has learned. They learned this today. So 3 more anchors got canned, along with Joyless Reid. The overhaul follows the ouster of rabid anti-Trump anchor Joy Reid after reports surfaced Sunday that Comcast-owned network is canceling her show. Reid out. On Monday, MSNBC insider told the Post that staff working with Carpart and Fang were informed that their weekend shows will be canceled as well. They're going through a massive overhaul. Link Loren said this, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Some leftist journalisms are upset. I call Joy Reid demonic. I apologize. She's actually a demonic, bottom-of-the-barrel, racist pit viper from hell. If my mom's Bible study didn't follow me, I'd say more. Cheers. Here's what Link Loren had to say.
The Joy has officially left the building. Joy Reid's show was canceled on MSNBC. Hallelujah. Let us all rejoice. I think it's ironic her show is called The Reid Out because Joy Reid, she's out. This woman who's been stealing my hairstyle for years, apparently MSNBC. She's out. This woman who's been stealing my hairstyle for years, apparently MSNBC has some standards. They have let her go. This coming week, she's going to have her last show, but the ratings are in the gutter over there. Nobody's probably going to watch. And with all jokes aside, I feel we are in a spiritual battle for the soul of this nation right now. We are fighting to bring back common sense to the United States, and a lot of other countries in Europe, they feel the same way. They are fighting for the same things. Joy Reid and people like her, they have done nothing but sow division for years. They perpetuated lies. They've denigrated the nuclear family, white women, white men, anybody who does not look like Joy Reid, she perceives to be an enemy. Joy Reid has contributed nothing positive to society. She won't even report the news in a fair and balanced way. We
Agreed.
all know that by now. She has a very dark energy. Joy Reid, you are demonic and we will not miss you. Now, I know some of you might be new to my page. Welcome. It's come one, come all to the Halloween ball. As long as you like some truth and honesty, you are welcome on my page. But I said months ago, I think MSNBC is going to have to give Joy Reid the chop. Over the last year, and especially the last few months since Donald Trump's election on November 5th, Joy Reid has become increasingly unhinged and erratic, in my opinion. Now, this might come as a shock to you guys, but I don't hang out with Joy Reid. In fact, I'd rather be waterboarded by ISIS than spend 5 minutes with Joy Reid. So I don't know if it's alcohol or what, but she has become increasingly ridiculous and unhinged. Those are the only words I can think of over the last few months. She's become increasingly aggressive at white women, white men, which was probably a miscalculation because a white woman is the one in charge of...
Those hair tops that she got going on. Look at that hair top. It does look like Loren's hair. Or Donald Trump's hair. Look at that. Nice hair hat.
Hiring and firing her, and is the reason she's now going to be sent to unemployment. And what's sad to me, when I see Joy Reid sowing so much division on television, I travel the country. I talk to you guys every single day. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Indian, male, female, none of the above. We all really want to get together. A majority of Americans want common sense. Even if you look at these recent polls, 79% of Americans don't want men and women's sports. Over 80% of Americans want to deport criminals. But Joy Reid's job is to convince you the thought of the minority is actually the majority, but she's speaking to a very select group of liberal elites every night on television. Now, one thing about me is that I'm never scared of a hot button issue, and I've received many messages this morning from Black women saying, please talk about this, you have to talk about this, so here we go. Simone Sanders, who's been an MSNBC contributor for years, she is supposed to take over for Joy Reid in that time slot. And I, like many of you, think it's odd that they are replacing one bald Black woman with another bald Black woman. It just seems weird to me. It's almost like they don't care about journalistic integrity or merit. They just have a box and a quota to fill. It's sort of like when Joe Biden and the DNC were looking for a VP back in 2020. They said, we're going to look at Black female candidates. So they looked at Val Demings, Kamala Harris, and several others. They chose Kamala Harris in the end.
Oh, yeah, she does look the same. She does look the same. Replacing one milk dud for another. You know what? Wherever she lands, content's still going to be a brewing because, you know, I'm going to find you, Joyless Reid. I'm going to find you, and we're going to laugh at you. Let me know what you think about Joyless Reid's firing. Drop it down in the comment section down below. And these mass firings from MSDNC. They are just going on a firing spree. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.